Hi, and welcome once again to this week's Maddie to the Max Vlog Talks. And this week I'm going to be talking about the young adult fiction book series, the Angsty a lot. I mean the Mortal Instruments. Same diff. So this story revolves around the main character, Clarissa Frey, also known as Clary, whose name is surprisingly similar to the author's name, Cassandra Clare. Who suddenly finds herself thrown into the world of demons and fairies and angels and shadow hunters who basically hold up the law between all these different worlds. And chaos ensues, she finds out secrets, she learns the past, she has magic powers, she's really blah 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 YA fiction. Like I said, this series is a lot of angst. And like most young adult fiction, it tends to revolve mainly around love triangles. Even in the Hunger Games where people are fighting to the death, there's still a love triangle. And that just annoys me to no end. And that's the thing that really bugs me the most about the Mortal Instruments, is that it is this really cool, complex world with this great story and interesting characters, but it revolves around a love triangle. You're in this wonderful mystical world of magic and fairies and demons and monsters, and you're trying to figure out which hot guy to date. It sounds like a bad reality TV show. This week on New York's Best Shadow Hunter, Clary will have to decide between Jace, angst-filled teenager but with stunning good looks, and Simon, Clary's best friend since childhood who has always supported and loved her no matter what she does. Who will Clary choose? I mean, seriously? Don't get me wrong, I totally ship Jace and Clary, like for sure, but it's that kind of YA fiction, why won't you choose this amazing guy over this guy? Now, this story isn't exactly Twilight. I mean, Lord knows Clary is better than Bella. Barely. I kind of have a similar problem with this that I kind of had when I was trying to watch the TV show Alias, which is I was far more interested in the side character story than I was in the main character story. And the side character story is awesome! Here is the evolution of Simon. Book 1, nerdy best friend that'll probably never get with the girl. Book 2, he gets with the girl. What? Then gets bitten and turned into a vampire. Ooh. Then he becomes a vampire that can go out in the sunlight. Book 3, he gets the mark of Cain put on him and is pretty much invincible. That's amazing! Book 4, he becomes a key person that's involved in resurrecting an evil dude that's not really his fault, but it's still really awesome because everybody wants him. Book 5, he becomes a warrior of heaven. Simon is a boss! And the thing that I actually really love about this world that Cassandra Clare has created is the vampires. Because they are actual vampires. They are not that Twilight version nor that Vampire Diary kind of weirdness. Real vampires, like they can't go out in the sun, you know, the cross burns them, they can't say the name of God. That's like real vampires. They burst into flame in the sunlight. Now with the reading of this story, the things that have really kind of stood out to me is that the pattern of reading one of these books is kind of the same. I'm having to crawl through the first half of the book, and then once I hit the second half, and it's like, okay, we're setting up the story, people are angst, and there's more angst here, and you're breaking up with me, and I really like you, but no one will say it, and here's the next thing, and then we get to the plot. The plot is really good. The plot is like, there's mystery, and there's angels, and there's wars, and there's demons, and there's fighting, and there's trying to save the people that you love, and it's like, oh my god, this is so good. It has me on the edge of my seat, where I have literally gasped. I've been like, oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I did not see that coming! That was awesome! Reading this book was an odd mixture between I really hate this series and oh my god, I can't stop. Which I guess is kind of because I actually like the series. In theory, that's how it works. When you hate something but you keep reading it because you actually like it. And I do like it! It was like watching Glee. You hated it so much but you couldn't stop because there were parts of it that was just so dang good. And that's kind of what the Mortal Instruments is a really good series that has parts of it that I hate. So those are my thoughts on the Mortal Instruments. What are some of yours? Do you like this series? How did you like the movie? Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you like this vlog, then check out some of my other ones. I just did a Veronica Mars vlog with one of my best friends in the whole wide world, right underneath me right there. So if you're a fan of Veronica Mars and marshmallows, then check that one out. Don't forget to subscribe, follow on Twitter, like this on Facebook. So from now until next week, don't you forget to keep smiling.